and the unexploded balloon. Bingo is walking and singing.
Huh?
She saw Bluey playing with balloons. Suddenly, Dad came over and called Bluey. Bluey tied the balloon to one spot and went with her dad. Bingo came up with the idea of destroying the balloon. She went over to the balloon and took it down.
2 hours later.
When Bluey turned back, she saw that the balloon had been deflated.
Following the ice cream cart, 2 kids wear their backpacks, walking along their familiar sidewalk. They laugh and chat as they walk. From a distance, the sound of an ice cream cart is heard. The kids stop, eyes lighting up. They look at each other and nod. They follow the ice cream cart. The cart stops at a few spots. The kids watch, choose their ice cream, and laugh happily. The sky slowly begins to get darker. At home, the meeting spot. Mom and Dad check the time. They look down the street, no kids. Dad tries calling, no answer. Mom starts to panic. Mom and Dad rush outside to search. From the end of the street, the 2 kids appear. Each one is holding an ice cream. They run toward Mom and Dad, smiling brightly. The kids hand the ice creams to Mom and Dad. Mom and Dad sigh with relief and bend down to hug them. Their faces still show a bit of worry, but they smile, eating ice cream together, laughing softly. The little camping trip, a forest campsite. The car pulls in. The family steps out, looking around and breathing in the fresh air. Dad opens the tent. It suddenly pops open and covers him. Bluey laughs. Bingo helps Dad untangle himself. Mom calmly stakes the tent into the ground. Dad struggles to light the campfire, blows too hard. Ashes fly onto his face. Bluey fans the fire with her hands. The flame goes out. Bingo carefully adds small sticks. The fire catches. The sky darkens. The family sits around the campfire. Dad tells a story using big, dramatic gestures. Bluey and Bingo laugh and lean in. A gust of wind blows. The fire flickers and almost goes out. Everyone shields it together. The fire burns steadily again. They all relax. The family crawls into the tent. Outside, the campfire glows. Stars sparkle. Inside the tent, their silhouettes laugh together. Forgot the kid. Morning at home. Mom grabs her keys and bag, checks the clock, running late. She gestures to the kid. School time! Mom walks out the door, carrying the child's backpack. Inside, the kid is still putting on shoes. The door closes. The kid looks up, frozen in place. The kid walks to the window and watches Mom's car drive away. He scratches his head, then shrugs and sits on the couch, calmly playing with a toy. Outside the school, Mom parks the car and turns to the back seat. Empty. Mom freezes. Mom looks at the backpack, looks at the empty seat, looks at her phone. Eyes widen. Panic. She quickly turns the car around. Mom rushes inside and swings the door open. The kid is on the couch, happily eating a snack/playing. They stare at each other for a second. Mom exhales in relief and hugs the kid tightly. The kid pats Mom's back like, "It's okay." Mom carries the kid outside, then double-checks the back seat before closing the door. Early to bed. Mom raises a finger and gestures. Early bedtime tonight? Dad and the kids nod seriously. The clock flips to 9 p.m. Everyone is still in the living room. The child sleeps peacefully. Dad sits upright, wide awake. Mom checks the clock, then sits back down. The clock reads 10 p.m. Dad has turned on the TV and is fully engaged. Mom sits beside him, scrolling on her phone. The child continues sleeping soundly. The clock shows 11 p.m. Dad changes TV channels. Mom smiles at her phone screen. The child shifts position slightly, still asleep. Mom looks up at the clock. widen. She looks at Dad. Dad looks back, sheepish. They both glance at the couch. The kid has been asleep forever. The secret birthday living room. Bedroom is calm. Bingo is playing by herself. Bluey notices, gasps, puts a finger to her mouth. Shh! Bluey pulls Dad and Mom aside. The three huddle together, whispering silently. Bingo hears the noise, curious. Fast, funny montage. Bluey blows up a balloon. It slips away. Dad overinflates one. Pop! Bingo, on the way to the living room. Bluey hangs decorations, loses her grip. Streamers fall onto Dad's head. Dad stands frozen, covered in decorations, eyes darting nervously. Bingo turns back. Dad quickly hides behind the couch. Lights go out. Everyone hides. Bingo surprised, a little unsure. Lights on. Confetti bursts Bingo's eyes widen. She beams with joy. Bluey hugs Bingo tightly. Dad carries in the birthday cake. Slips, cake tilts dangerously. Everyone rushes to save it just in time. They all laugh in relief.
Bluey and the unexploded balloon. Bingo is walking and singing.
Huh?
She saw Bluey playing with balloons. Suddenly, Dad came over and called Bluey. Bluey tied the balloon to one spot and went with her dad. Bingo came up with the idea of destroying the balloon. She went over to the balloon and took it down.
2 hours later.
When Bluey turned back, she saw that the balloon had been deflated.
Water volleyball. A scorching noon. The whole family fans themselves, sweat beading on their faces. Little brother spots a basin of water in the corner of the yard, his eyes lighting up. Dad brings out a volleyball. Mom places 2 basins of water facing each other. Sister signals to divide teams, standing on opposite sides. Everyone looks at one another and nods in agreement. Dad gently tosses the ball. Sister makes a clean return. Splash! The ball drops into a basin. Water explodes everywhere. Mom can't dodge in time. Part of her shirt gets soaked. Little brother jumps up to spike the ball. His hand slips. The ball flies off course. Splash! The ball lands right in Dad's basin. Dad is drenched from head to toe. The family stands in the middle of the yard, then burst into unstoppable laughter.
Bluey and Bingo play football.
The birthday cake. Mom hangs a few simple birthday decorations. Dad and the kids exchange a look and nod. Mission time. At a bakery. Dad carefully holds a cake box, the kids walking closely on each side. All three peek at the cake and smile excitedly. On the way home, almost there. Dad bumps lightly into a passerby. The cake box slips and falls. The lid opens. The cake is smashed and ruined. Everyone freezes. Inside the house. Mom turns toward them, smiling. Dad and the kids stand in front of her, empty-handed, looking guilty and sad. Mom looks surprised, then gently pats their heads. Knock, knock. Everyone turns. Dad opens the door. The same passerby stands there, holding a brand new birthday cake, even prettier than before. The family's eyes widen. The passerby hands over the cake with a warm smile. Mom covers her mouth, touched. The kids jump with joy. Dad exhales in relief and smiles.
Memorable supermarket day. A new day begins with the sounds of Bluey and Bingo as Mom wakes up. Both of them were playing, running and jumping all over the house. Bluey and Bingo want their mom to take them to the supermarket because today is their day off. The mother thought for a moment and then agreed. All three went to the supermarket. Bluey and Bingo were very happy to go to the supermarket. Inside the supermarket, all kinds of goods are on display. Bluey and Bingo want to buy everything they see. But their mother only bought what was necessary. And so, Bluey and Bingo's grocery shopping trip has come to an end.
Bluey and the Strange Box. Bluey is looking for something. She seems to have discovered something. Whoa! A box is moving. Bluey couldn't believe her eyes. She ran to the box.
Whoa.
Bluey picked up the box and left the warehouse. She put the box down on the table. Bingo goes from outside in.
Whoa! Whoa!
Bluey told Bingo about the box. Bluey opened the box and couldn't believe her eyes. Bingo, look at the box. The result disappointed both of them. The Big Helper. Late afternoon at a campsite. The family unloads camping gear, tent, bags, food box. The kids run around excitedly. From the edge of the forest, a gentle elephant appears. One child holds out a banana/sugar cane. The elephant gently takes it with its trunk. Everyone smiles in relief. The family packs up and gets into the car. The car starts moving. The wheels sink into a muddy puddle. Dad presses the gas. No movement. Mom tries pushing. A shadow appears behind them. The elephant is back. Everyone's eyes widen. The elephant gently uses its trunk or a rope to pull the car. Mud splashes. The car comes free. The family cheers and claps. The child runs over and gives the elephant more fruit. The elephant nods and happily waves its trunk. The car drives away. The disappearing cake. Bluey is baking in the kitchen. The cakes are ready. Now let's bring them to the table. go order some bingo and eat together. Bingo is sleeping soundly. Bluey screamed so loudly that Bingo fell to the floor.
Huh?
Now let's go eat some cake.
Aha!
Oh no, the plate of cakes has disappeared. Wait a minute, Dad's holding a cake in his hand. It turned out that Dad had eaten all the cake on the table. The family goes for a walk in a green forest. Mom and Dad look at the map, unsure. They glance at each other, slightly confused. The youngest steps forward confidently and raises a hand. I know the way. Mom and Dad nod, trusting them. The child walks in front, chest out proudly. The family follows. The path grows thicker and denser. Dad looks around, a little worried. Mom starts to slow down. The child stays very confident. The family stops in front of a large beehive on a tree. The child points, just in time. Bees fly out. Everyone freezes for 1 second. The family closes their eyes, turns around, and runs as fast as they can. Bees buzz behind them. Everyone panics. They burst through the last bushes. Light! The bees stop chasing. The family comes to a halt, breathing heavily. They open their eyes. They made it out! Mom and Dad look at the child. The child scratches their head, smiling shyly, but proudly. The secret seed. Mom, Bluey, and Bingo stroll together. The kids run ahead while Mom walks behind, smiling. Bingo suddenly stops and looks down. She picks up a tiny seed from the ground. Bluey leans in, curious. Mom gestures for them to keep walking. Bingo looks at the seed, then quietly closes her paw around it, back at home. Mom turns away to get some water. Bingo looks left, right, sneaks to a flower pot, garden corner, digs a small hole, hides the seed, quickly covers it with soil. Bluey stands nearby, acting like a serious lookout. One day, Mom tidies the garden. Bingo rushes over. Too late. Mom bends down and sees a small flower blooming. Her eyes widen in surprise. Bingo stands behind her, smiling shyly. Mom turns around and gently pats Bingo's head. Bluey claps happily. The three sit together, watching the flower sway in the breeze. Bluey and the disobedient ball. Bluey walked out of school and went home. Bluey is walking through the bedroom and going to the playroom. She put her school bag down on the table and moved towards the ball. Bluey took the ball and threw it to the ground. But the ball rolled in the opposite direction. Today, Bluey discovered that his ball was very strange. Oh, so Bingo was just teasing Bluey. Bluey didn't know what was happening to the ball. She held the ball and checked it repeatedly. On this side, Bingo was laughing happily because he had tricked Bluey. But the laughter was too loud, so Bluey noticed. Bingo apologizes for teasing Bluey. Building a small wooden house. A cool, gentle morning. Dad carries the wood out and places it on the ground. Mom lays out the measuring tape, carefully measuring each piece. Sister uses a pencil to mark the lines. Little brother hugs a handful of nails, running back and forth excitedly. Dad joins 2 wooden boards to make the frame. The little house tilts slightly. The family stands back to look. Mom points and gently shakes her head. They take it apart and adjust it. Dad hammers in the nails. Thud, thud. Sister holds the board straight. Little brother hands over the hammer. The wrong way. The small wooden house stands firmly. The roof provides just enough cover with a cute low door. The whole family fits perfectly inside the tiny house. They look at one another and smile warmly.
Bluey paper boat race.
Huh? Bluey plants trees. Bluey was walking around the house when she saw a plate of fruit on the table. Bluey picked up a seed and suddenly had a bold idea. Bingo came in from outside. Bluey walked past as if she hadn't seen Bingo. Bluey is going down to the warehouse to get the tools. Bluey has been searching for a long time but hasn't found it yet. Oh, so it's here. Now let's go plant some trees. Bluey has found a place to plant.
2 hours later.
Finally, the digging is finished. Put the seeds in the hole. Let's go get some water for irrigation.
Over 1 month later.
Wow, the tree has grown big and has fruit to eat.
Bluey and the drawing pencil. A beautiful day. Bluey and Bingo are walking down the hallway. They both went to the toy room. Bluey discovered something.
Huh?
A pencil rolled gently across the table, then stopped unexpectedly. Bluey and Bingo approached the pencil. Bluey picked up the pen and twirled it around. Bingo came up with an idea. Bingo walked to the wall and waved to Bluey. Then tell Bluey his idea. Bluey agreed and started drawing on the wall.
2 hours later.
Wow, what a beautiful painting! Bingo also wants to draw. I wonder what Bingo will draw.
2 hours later.
Wow, this painting is even more beautiful than Bluey's. Bluey and Bingo are both a lot of fun. Bluey went to play at the beach.
Come on, let's go!
2 hours later.
Building a small fence. A cool morning. The whole family stands in front of an empty patch of yard. Dad pulls out a measuring tape to check the spacing. Mom marks the spots with white chalk. Sister and little brother line up the short wooden posts. Dad grabs a hammer and drives in the first post. Thud, thud. Firm and steady. Mom holds the post, checking the balance by eye. She nods to signal it's good. Sister passes over a wooden plank. Little brother runs back and forth, handing over nails. Thud! The post tilts slightly. Mom raises her hand to stop. The family steps back to look. Dad pulls the post out and adjusts it. Sister holds one end, Mom steadies it. Dad hammers again. Their rhythm becomes steady. The fence grows section by section. The fence is complete. Little brother taps a post lightly. Tap, tap. Mom, Dad, and Sister smile with pride. A small backyard garden. Dad and the son stand on one side. Mom and the daughter stand on the other. The two teams face each other and raise their fists confidently. Both teams get to work. Dad digs the soil deep and carefully. The son scatters lots of seeds. Mom plants the seeds neatly in straight rows. The daughter waters gently. Everyone is very serious. Every morning, the family comes out to check. Each day, they lean in. Nothing grows. Everyone starts to get impatient. After a few days, both garden beds are still empty. The family stands and stares. Silence for a few seconds. Dad scratches his head. Mom sighs. The two kids look at each other. Quick cut. The family pushes a cart in the supermarket. The cart is full of greens, tomatoes, and carrots. Final shot. The family is back home, laying the vegetables on the table. The two empty garden beds sit behind the house. Dad and Mom look at each other and shrug. The kids giggle.
The kite can fly. Welcome everyone to Bluey. What is Bluey's dad doing in the warehouse? Wow, that kite looks old. Bluey and Bingo are going down the stairs.
Aha!
Both were surprised to see the kite. Bluey wants a kite.
Ha!
The sky today is perfect for flying kites. Bluey and Bingo are heading to the kite flying spot. Bluey is running as fast as she can to make the kite fly. Oh no, the kite won't fly. Bingo is sitting there laughing. Bluey! This time it's Bingo's turn to fly kites. Wow, the kite is flying! Bluey couldn't believe her eyes.
Fixed by accident. Dad tries to start his car. Click, click, nothing happens. Dad sighs, scratches his head. Tools in hand. He tries tightening something. The car still won't start. Dad slumps a little, discouraged. Bluey and Bingo run over, curious. Dad gently waves them back, signaling, don't touch. The kids nod, then glance at each other mischievously. While Dad is distracted, Bluey presses a loose button or cable. Bingo accidentally kicks a fallen tool into place. One of them closes a panel Dad forgot to shut. They don't realize what they've done and quietly step back. Dad closes the hood, shrugs, and gets into the car. Turns the key. The engine starts. Dad freezes, looks at the car, looks under the hood again, confused. Dad notices Bluey and Bingo standing proudly. He connects the dots. Dad lifts both kids into a hug. They all hop into the car together. The car drives off smoothly down the driveway.